What's going on, guys? My name's Tyler. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Icom 2720. I've ran this radio in my truck for a few months now. I have absolutely nothing but good to say about it. I got some pictures here that I can show you. I'm unable to get the camera into the truck at this time, so let's go through these pictures. In this first picture is the radio head. It has two channel knobs. It is dual receive, so on each their radio, the screen's split in half. You can have one channel or one frequency on one side and then one frequency on the other. There is also two squelch knobs where you can control your squelch very easily with this radio, with no squelch or however much squelch you want. And then you got two volume knobs. It is dual receive, so you control. So the volume knob on the left side controls the left side. The volume on the right side controls the right side. In this next picture, that is the cable that runs from the base of the radio to the control head. I do not know exactly how long it is, but I do have it curled up underneath my seat quite a bit. It may be a 10-foot cable, give or take a few feet. I could be wrong with that. I will try to find that information and put it down in the description below. In this next picture, the Icom 2720 does have two microphone jacks. One jack is on the base of the radio, and then, as you can see in this picture, there's one on the faceplate. The one on the faceplate I do not use. It was more realistic for me to use the one on the base of the radio for where it's mounted. In this picture, I have shown how I have it mounted in my truck. That little piece is a piece of metal on the back. Is just kind of double-sided tape to the back of the radio, which is held to the suction cup mount I got. It's got some magnets on it. It just magnetizes right to it. That mount has held up to abuse of bumpy roads, so I highly recommend that mount. I put a link to that mount into the description. As you can also tell, there is two screw holes where you can put some screws in to attach it to many different mounts. When I got this radio from a buddy of mine, it did not come with a radio head mount, so I kind of used this scorch mount, if I said that right, or scorch, yeah, scorch. Use that mount. It's just more realistic for me and how to mount it in my truck. This next picture is the mic. You can control just about everything on the radio with the mic. You can change the channel. You can change from VFO mode to memory mode, and to which side of the radio you're talking on. It does have a left and a right side, so you can have two different frequencies up, and you can bounce back and forth pretty quick on the radio. You can control the power output. You have high, medium, and low. You can also control the frequency offset to minus, positive, and for simplex mode. You can also control the privacy tone on it. You can either put the privacy tone on, or you can have it where it's just on the transmit side, or you can have it on the receive side and transmit side. You can also control the squelch level as well. In this next picture is the base of the radio. It has an SO239 antenna connector. It takes the PL259 antenna end. On the power cable, it's got a T connector. It also has two audio jacks in the back. I have two external speakers ran. It kind of helps with the audio with it being underneath the seat to be able to hear the radio clearly. But without using them and just using the internal speaker on the radio, I could still hear it. It was just my personal preference to add the 2 external speakers to be able to listen to the radio a little bit better. Since the speaker was aiming right up at the bottom of my driver's seat. I did not buy it with a mounting bracket, but it does have 2 holes on each side of the radio. If you can tell on this side of the radio in the picture, that 2 screw holes that it will come with a mounting bracket, and you can just mount the mounting bracket to that. Here are some of the specs on the radio. The radio is VHF and UHF. The VHF frequency span is 144 through 148 megahertz. The UHF span is 440 to 450 megahertz. The power outputs on VHF is 50 watts for high, 15 watts for medium, and 5 watts for low. On the UHF side is 35 watts for high, 15 watts medium, and 5 watts on low power. It also, I think I mentioned this earlier, but if not, it is crossband repeat capable. You can use crossband VHF and UHF frequencies. For example, if you are wanting to talk to on a VHF repeater, and you are wanting to talk on a handheld, but the handheld is just out of reach of the repeater, and the handheld is dual band. I should mention that. But the 2720 will reach the repeater. You can tune in that VHF repeater frequency, and then on the other side of the radio, on the right side of the radio, tune into a UHF frequency, simplex frequency, and then on the UHF simplex frequency, tune that in as the same frequency as that is on your handheld ham radio. And whenever you turn on the crossband repeat function, you can talk on your handheld through the 2720, and it will repeat back to the VHF repeater. In my experiences of using that, I love that feature on this radio. I have not had a problem with it. It works wonderful. That is just some of the specs on the radio. Like I said, I have nothing good to say about the Icom 2720. I absolutely love it. There is a new radio that came out from Icom within the last year or two, is the predecessor to this radio, as the Icom 2730. I know a little bit about that radio, but I plan on getting that radio here in the near future, so I will do a video on that radio whenever I receive it. I will possibly do an unboxing video on that whenever I receive it, and then I will try to get a programming video on that as well whenever I do receive that radio. The only thing I do have to say about the Icom 2720 is it does not do alphanumerics. I would like to be able to label my frequencies under channel names, not just by the frequencies, but it's okay. I could live without it, with how much stuff that this radio does. There's too many good things to say about it in this video, and I can't think of all of them. There's too many to list about this radio. But I will try to put some links down in the description and stuff for you guys to be able to go and check this radio out. I will go to the Icom website and get the links for this radio. So thanks for watching. Remember, if you like this video, like it, share this video. If you have any questions, please comment. Feel free to ask them. I will try to answer them the best way I can. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe. I want to thank every one of my subscribers for subscribing and supporting the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.